Welcome to Activity Quest, the podcast packed with things to do. My name is Bex, and in this episode, Adam's off to Perrygrove. That's a heritage railway in the west of England, filled with tree houses, trains and treasure. Sean's giving you loads that you can do from every corner of the country. And Dan is back in Craft Corner. He's making a mini magic staff, just like the star of a brand new book. As you know, every week on Activity Quest, we get out and about to find out what's happening near you. This week, our producer Adam is taking a ride around a forest.
You're listening to Activity Quest, and today I am at Perrygrove. Now, there's loads to do here at Perrygrove, but perhaps the biggest attraction are the trains here, and there's no better way to find out about those than to go for a ride. This is Catherine. She's the owner.
So Perrygrove has been here for 25 years this August, actually. Before it was a railway, it was a derelict farm, and the previous owners brought it and turned it into a children's attraction. It took them 2 years to build from scratch. We've got 22 acres altogether. There's woodland walks. The railway is about 3/4 of a mile long. We've got 4 stations along the line. And at the end station, we call Foxy Hollow Play Area. It's a really, really lovely spot for picnics. We've also got tree houses. They're at our main station down at Perrygrove, and they're really good fun as well. We've just had somebody in there. They're being all repainted this year, so they look bright and colourful, which is nice. We have got 2 horses as well. One of them's out at the moment, and you'll be able to see them from the train. You can also see our engine shed, workshop and turntable from the train. There's often stuff going on that you can watch and see what we're doing with the engines. They might be turning a train, painting. We do a lot of painting here. So we're just approaching the main station now, where there'll be lots of people enjoying a picnic, and we'll be able to wave to everybody from the train. That's always really good fun. The kids love waving.
Hi, I'm Noah. I'm a driver at the Perrygrove Railway. So when I'm here, I do driving and guarding, and I absolutely love it.
Lydia at the moment is our steam train. It's the biggest train we've got here. She's actually a brand new steam train and was built by a local company about 14 years ago. But yeah, it's a traditional steam engine. It takes coal, oil and water, and that is it.
So it's basically just a very big kettle. So you have a fire inside of it, which boils water to make steam. And the steam is at pressure, and that kind of pushes pistons around that turn the wheels. We
also have some diesel engines here as well, and they come out on our quieter days during the week. But this time of year it will all be, the steam engines at the weekend and in holidays. So we've got Lydia, which is our blue engine. We've got Anne, which is our purple engine, which is really popular. And we've got Spirit of Adventure, which is red. They're all of our steam engines. So Spirit of Adventure was actually built before the railway. They commissioned the engine, and it spent 2 years at another railway up in the Lake District before it came here. So Spirit will live here for the rest of its life. And our diesel engine, Jubilee, was actually named Jubilee because it helped build the Jubilee Underground line in London.
It is quite a hot day today. I don't know what the temperature is, 17 degrees perhaps. Obviously, like you said, this is a massive kettle. Does it get hot?
It does get very warm on there sometimes. So the fire is obviously burning at a few hundred degrees, which is a lot warmer than an oven. And in the summer it gets very warm on there, but in the winter at least it's very nice to keep by the fire.
And is there a schedule that you stick to, or do you just go round and round and round as much as you like?
So we do have a set schedule. We have 3 different sets of timetables that we use, a green one, a yellow one and an orange one, with different trains that start at different times.
We're going through the woods now, and all the wild garlic has just come up in the past couple of weeks. So you can, and I can just see some bluebells. They're the first bluebells of the year. It's absolutely beautiful walking through the woods at this time of year. You've got the smell of the wild garlic, and then obviously the bluebells come out. It's just beautiful. It's particularly on a day like this, because the weather is absolutely stunning here today. Never rains in the Forest of Dean, obviously. It's always stunning.
Boring adult bits then. How much is it? How do we book? And when are we open?
Okay, so for an adult is £8, a child is £6.50, and under 3s go free, and seniors are £7.50. You can book online at perrygrove.co.uk. At the moment, we are open every Saturday and Sunday, Tuesday and Thursday. At the weekends, it's always a steam engine, and during the week, it will be one of our diesel engines. And in local school holidays, we're open daily.
Big thank you to Adam, to Catherine, and to Noah too. Remember, the rules on what we can and can't do have changed recently, and they change again very soon on May the 17th. But you should still check before you travel, book in advance, and always follow the guidance wherever you are. And whatever you get up to, whether it's riding a railway or something else entirely, we want to know all about it. You can leave us a 5-star review wherever it is you're listening to this, or just get in touch at funkidslive.com/activityquest. And we'll read your comments on next week's episode. Of course, if you can't hop on a heritage railway, there's loads of other stuff you can do instead. Here's what else is taking place across the UK.
It is Sean from the Fun Kids Breakfast Show, and it is time for the main event of our Activity Quest activities. So you've seen them on stage, now you can join them on board for what looks like a sensational sightseeing tour of the River Thames like no other. Horrible Histories live on board set sail from the 17th of July. You can tremble in terror at the Tower and hold onto your head at London Bridge. You can take a dive with Horrible Histories into the stories of King Henry VIII, Anne Boleyn, Julius Caesar, the Duke of Wellington, Queen Boudica, Jack the Ripper and Captain Kidd in this history of the Thames. And of course, you'll be pleased to know all the nasty bits are left in. Tickets for adults are £27 and under 3s are free. You can find out more over at terriblethames.com. Luna Cinema is also back, and now it's a drive-in with state-of-the-art in-car speakers in high-definition outdoor screens. You can enjoy a classic movie on the big screen in a socially distanced, of course, drive-in setting. Plus, you can also treat yourself to lovely, tasty hot food on site, or, ideally, you can pre-order a Luna hamper, which is going to be jam-packed with tasty retro treats. There's 7 locations to choose from Blue Water in Kent and loads more. And you can find out more by heading over to thelunacinema.com, which is where you also go to book. This new skills building app from the Science Museum combines a series of fun challenges and the latest augmented reality technology to help you think like a scientist, and it's called My Robot Mission AR. You can create your own robot and help it overcome future world problems. I mean, this sounds very, very useful. I think I need one of these. It's recommended for ages at 10 to 12, and you can get it in your app store. And Mega Magazine is blasting off to a galaxy far, far away to celebrate Star Wars Day on May the 4th. It's called Star Wars Day because they say May the 4th be with you. It's very, very clever. You can head over to Mega Magazine's YouTube channel to check out their hilarious Star Wars quiz, and you can find out if you are a true Star Wars fan. Plus, there's going to be a chance to win some epic prizes on their social channels too. So make your Star Wars Day mega, and May the 4th be with you.
Loads of stuff for you to do there. Just remember, check before you travel, book in advance, and always follow the guidance wherever you are. And whatever you do, tell them Activity Quest sent you. It's Craft Corner time right now, and I'm a little bit frightened actually, because Dan is making a magic wand. And if there's 2 things that should not go together, it's Dan and the power to conjure up whatever he wants with magic.
Today we're making a Wizard in My Shed wand. The Wizard in My Shed is a brand new book. It's out right now. It's about Myrddin the Wild. It's from the Dark Ages. He's the world's greatest warlock, been banished to the 21st century for bad behaviour. and he's about to create a whole load of trouble for Rose, who is 12 years old. Rose is a completely normal, ordinary girl, and she's on a mission to mend her broken family. Now, when Rose bumps into Merdin from the Dark Ages, and discovers actually what he is, she quickly realises that he could be just what she needs. Rose agrees to help him navigate the confusing ways of the modern world if Merdin gives her a spell to fix her family in return. Now they just need to hide him in the shed without Rose's mum noticing. Track down Merdin's magic staff as well, and find a way to send him back through time to the Dark Ages from where he came. A lot going on. What could possibly go wrong? You can find out the book is by the same writer of the Paddington 2 movie, actually, and the star of Horrible Histories, Simon Farnaby. It's available online and in good bookshops, and we're going to make a version of that wand. If you look on the cover, you'll see this twisted, serpent-looking staff. We'll make a small version of that, so who knows? Maybe we can cast our own spells. Now, step 1, twigs. Always good when you're making a wand, find a good stick. You'll probably want your twig to be about 30 centimetres long, half a metre. But magic wands, officially, don't you know, officially they come in all different shapes and sizes. They can be anything. It's magic after all, so do whatever you want. Anything goes. You'll also need to find a glue gun. So remember to ask an adult for help with this one. You'll need some paint and you'll need some beads as well. Now, step 2, use that glue gun to dribble glue in fancy patterns all over the twig. You could wrap the glue around, in squiggles, in piggles, in higgledy-wiggles. You could do dots, you can do stripes all over it. Experiment, do what you like, and blob away with that gun. Now, if your stick doesn't have, a natural handle, you might need to create one with a thick layer of glue all over one of the end. Now, once the glue is hard, when it's cool, you need to apply a base coat of paint. You can either try to match the natural colour of the wood, or you can choose something completely different. Go properly wild and magical with it. When your base coat is dry, use a colour that complements it, maybe, that goes with it. Maybe a darker or lighter shade of the same colour, that might work well. You could brush, you could dab on very lightly, concentrating on the raised areas. Now, when all the paint is dry, you can finish your DIY magic wand by using some varnish to seal and protect your paint layers. Now, this is optional, but it will help your homemade wand last just a little bit longer. And there you have it, done, your very own magic wand, a tiny version of Merdin's magic staff. And remember, The Wizard in My Shed, it's by Simon Farnaby, a brand new book. It's available right now online and in all good bookshops.
Big thank you to Dan. And now, Dan, if you could just put the wand down. Yeah, good. Down and step away. Good. Okay, right, now I feel safe. Good. All right, that is it for this week's episode of Activity. No, Dan, one down. Put it down. Stop waving, Dan.
Oh no. Oops. Listen, I think that's all we've got time for on Activity Quest. I need to go. Remember, whatever you do, however you do it, tell us over at funkidslive.com/activityquest. And remember to rate, review and follow this podcast wherever you're listening to it too. I'm Dan. I'll try and figure out what I've done with Bex. What my magic wand has done with Bex, not me. This has been a podcast from the UK's children's radio station, Fun Kids. Listen to me on your DAB digital radio online and on the free Fun Kids mobile app. And on your smart speaker, just say, play Fun Kids. You can get me every weekday from 1. And Bex is on just after, at 4 o'clock. The least I can do after everything is probably mention that. I'll see you next week. Bex will definitely see you next week.
The Space Programme is a Bafflegab production for the UK's children's radio station, Fun Kids. You can listen to Fun Kids all day on your DAB digital radio, on your smart speaker by saying play Fun Kids, and on the free Fun Kids mobile app. You can also listen online and play loads of games, quizzes, as well as find out the latest news at funkidslive.com.